This show is being recorded. That's right. I said it's being recorded. Do you really have to know anything else? Does it really matter? Does anybody really care? Is anybody really listening?
No children had to hide under desks during the making of this podcast.
Hello and welcome to What? What's this? Why are you handing me a note? You want me to read the note? You're awfully quiet. The note, okay, the note, yeah, all right. It says, I have laryngitis and I am unable to talk. Seriously? What? Another note? Oh my God. Yeah, I'm playing along with this, okay? I'd like to take this time to apologize for all the times I've disrupted the show opener. Another note, okay. Says, it was childish and unprofessional and it won't happen again. Another note. Welcome to Cosmos, starring Carl Sagan. Psych. You bastard.
Yeah, this is Ray, and that's Phil, and you're listening to Pull Yourself to Pieces.
The damn podcast.
Dead air.
Pull Yourself to Pieces will now give you about 30 seconds of silence in order to get our dead air out of the way and to have a smooth flowing show. Here we go.
Are we muted?
Yes, we're muted.
Okay.
So, I don't know how to ask you this. I don't want to,
What?
offend you if I'm wrong or anything, but
Yeah.
did you have some problem, in the house or in the yard?
What? Do I look
Well,
like I got stung by a bee?
That or poison ivy, some kind of allergic reaction?
Oh, you noticed.
What
Uh,
the hell?
How do you like
yeah.
it? How do you like it? Do you
Wh-
like it?
Wait, you did that on purpose?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's kind of all the rage. I mean, there's lots of people doing it.
Yeah, people that are not in their right minds.
Uh-oh. You think it was a bad idea?
Well, yeah, you look
What?
pretty puffy.
Oh, well, I wasn't really going for puffy. I was just going for smooth.
S-
But
s-
puffy?
Well, pulled. Yeah,
Oh, oh
okay.
no.
Like a
Oh,
balloon
oh
that's
no.
about to pop.
That's not a good look on anybody.
That's
I
what
mean,
I'm
they
looking at.
said eventually it would calm down. It wouldn't
Did
look.
you ever put the mirrors back up in the house? I mean,
No, I'm
oh,
still dealing with the extra COVID wave.
okay.
So no,
Yeah,
it's that
well,
it's that bad.
you got some extra there now. So,
Oh,
yeah.
it's
And
really
really,
just
the
what?
top too? I mean,
Well,
that,
the forehead. Well, those lines in your forehead. They're those frown lines. And what? You don't like the cheeks or the lips? Oh, all right. Wait a minute. I think our time's up.
okay, all right.
This presentation sponsored by
Hey, single guys, do you know what attracts women more than a baby in a stroller? A dog on a leash. Do you want to have this chick magnet pal but not all the hassles of owning a pet? Now there's Rent a Pet. Need a dog on a leash for a park stroll while on the prowl? Simply call 1-800-RENT-PET and within 30 minutes a dog of your choice is delivered to your door. Our deluxe package comes complete with leash, faux diamond studded collar, book of tricks, and a dog so smart and well trained he could literally change the oil in your car. Rentals start from a half hour all the way up to 6 hours of four-legged enjoyment. Now experience all the joy and popularity of a dog with none of the hassle. Rent a Pet, not affiliated with Rent a Baby.
Conspiracy theories.
Welcome to this week's edition of Conspiracy Theories. Ray, do you have any idea what we're going to cover this week?
Yeah, that the flying nun really couldn't fly.
Wait, what do you mean the flying nun really couldn't fly?
That's not it. That's not the conspiracy theory.
She did fly on the show,
No,
didn't she?
no, she didn't really fly. It was all done with wires and stuff and
Oh,
fake
yeah,
background.
but in the show she flew.
Oh, well,
How did
you
she
didn't say that.
fly? What was her? It was
Apparently,
her
she
habit?
weighed 100 pounds, and that dopey hat that she wore had wings on it. And when the air came, it'd pick her up and lift her up. Hey, look,
Is
I
that
didn't
really what
invent-
happened? Well, she
I
had
did
the
not
ability to
in-
fly.
No, that was that. It was the hat. The hat had these dopey wings on the end of it. And she was only 100 pounds.
I
And
think
it
she
would
was a witch.
lift her. A witch? May we burn her?
I
No,
think she was a witch.
no, she wasn't. She wasn't
I
a
love
witch.
Sally
Okay.
Field, but I
Yeah,
think she was
everybody-
a witch. I'm sorry.
Everybody loves Sally Field. Okay,
I
so what's
know.
the conspiracy theory for this episode? Pray
Oh,
tell.
right. I lost track there for a minute.
Yeah.
Well, there is apparently a conspiracy theory that there are many political positions that are held by a race of super intelligent reptiles.
All right, I have to go home now. I'm leaving. I'm never coming back.
Okay.
There's
Wait,
a
I get to do
joke
this by
here.
myself?
There's a joke here, but I don't want to alienate half the country, so I won't say it. So I'm just going to leave it at that.
So there's a conspiracy theorist who
Yeah.
came up with this idea. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that they came up with this idea, right?
Right.
Of these super intelligent reptiles that he calls Anunnaki.
I went to school with Anunnaki.
You did. I thought you did.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. He had a brother named Bobby Naki. Yeah.
This conspiracy believes
They were
that
twins, you know.
people
What?
like Queen Elizabeth, Henry
Oh,
Kissinger,
she the queen is definitely a reptile. Yeah.
George W. Bush are all
No.
reptiles.
No, not Bush. No, but definitely the queen. Yeah.
Apparently,
I mean, she's like-
12 million Americans believe this. That there are.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised at all. I'm surprised it's not more than that. Only 12?
Really?
That's
Well,
a low
are
number.
there any that you think that are reptiles that it mentioned?
Oh, absolutely.
Really?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what.
know,
Let's not just go political. How about just go
Yeah.
celebrities all across the
Oh.
board? Why not?
oh, sure. Yeah. Which celebrities are reptile? I
Yeah.
can tell you as soon as I think of it.
Okay. Now,
All right.
apparently the reptile, I don't know what they must look like, but it says they wear very realistic human masks.
Masks, huh?
Yes.
Wow,
Right.
masks. Very
Yeah.
realistic. And of course this isn't noticeable at all.
No.
I mean,
did you ever see
you can-
V?
you can-
that old TV show? That
yes, but look, you
Right.
can spot a bad toupee from 10 miles away, but nobody's seeing this mask.
No.
Okay.
no.
Right. Okay. Yes. V. Very. I mean, that was considerably more believable than somebody wearing a poor mask, for crying out loud.
Yeah, but even that, okay, there's very few times that I can think of. There's two movies that I can think of. I'm sure there's a lot more, but I'm thinking of Silence of the Lambs and Face Off. You see both of those?
Yes, I did.
Now, both of those, we have characters that are wearing someone's face, okay? And
Yes.
I got to admit, it's graphic and disturbing, but at
Yeah.
least the one in Silence of the Lambs is a little closer to what someone's torn face thrown on you is going to look like, where, yeah, the work that's done in Face Off, where you got John Travolta and...
Yeah.
And,
What's his name? Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Wow. See, we've forgotten him already. I mean, that's not a good
Nicolas
sign. When
Cage.
Nicolas Cage, yes, crazy Nicolas Cage. Yes.
Crazy little Nicolas Cage, which is great because Nicolas Cage, I think, has to play the normal guy because he's actually the bad guy, and then he
Correct.
gets swapped with the good guy face, which is John Travolta.
Yes.
So confusing, but their
Yes.
faces are perfect. It's like no one. There's no skin hanging off. There's no.
Well,
there's
so
there's
through
no
some
buckle in the.
Well, no. Well, through some wacky process, which is not explained, the faces were actually distorted to look like the opposite face. So it was all done with computers and a laser,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
you have.
If
you,
we
you have
had
to
real
suspend belief.
reptile face, I mean, we're
Yeah.
talking about. I'm picturing to be kind of like almost dinosaurus faces.
Yeah.
So how the hell are you going to put a mask on that? Really?
I mean, well, look. Men in Black. When the original movie came out, the fly or the roach basically was wearing a human costume.
Oh, right.
And it's funny because when he takes the costume off, he's 10 times the size of what a human being is.
Right.
But so these are highly intelligent reptiles with human masks that are walking among us. Oh, and they're in politics.
Yes.
Of all
And this has
places
been going
to
on
be.
for centuries, by the way. Centuries. They must have
Centuries.
proof that it's been centuries.
Yeah, which means that at some point they procreated, so there must be male and female of the species,
That's
and
right.
little baby lizards.
What would be the
Um,
reason of thinking reptiles?
I don't know. I have no clue. I have no clue. But you know what? These are guys that basically live in their basement and they have nothing better to do than think up this stuff and put it out there just to see how many idiots they can get to believe it. So it's like
Hey,
a game to them.
And it might
You know
bring
how
them fame and fortune.
You know how we like to play Scrabble? These clowns like to think up conspiracy theories. That's it in a nutshell.
Can we think up one? There's got to be one we can think of better than this.
Oh, I have one. You want to
Oh,
hear
really?
mine? Oh, I
Yeah.
already have one. Oh, yeah,
Oh.
coming right up. Hold on. Hold on. I'm pulling it up right now.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. You ready? All right,
Yeah.
this is my conspiracy theory.
Uh-huh.
I believe
Oh, boy.
believe that all the musicians who have ever died over the last few decades from airplane crashes and drug overdoses are alive and living in a secluded hear me out, and living in a secluded commune run by adoring fans who are sworn to secrecy. The compound is funded by never-ending record sales and royalties. Prove me wrong. Go ahead, prove me wrong.
I can't.
Go ahead,
prove
I'm
you
listening.
wrong. Well,
Prove me wrong.
every musician that died.
That died in a plane crash. Now, obviously, some that have died years ago probably are dead now from natural causes. But all the ones that were supposedly taken from us too soon, oh, they're all living in a compound and they jam and they eat like crazy. And
because
Elvis
there was
is
a
there.
plane crash, they most likely didn't find the body. So I see.
And
I see where
Elvis
you're
is
going
there
with
making
that.
banana sandwiches.
Wait,
They're
Elvis
having a
didn't
grand
die
old
in a
time.
plane crash.
No, he didn't.
Or did he?
But he supposedly he died of a drug overdose. You didn't hear you weren't listening.
Oh, I thought you said plane crashes.
No, plane
Only.
crashes and drug overdoses. So we've got
Well,
got
that's like half
Janis,
you musicians that have ever died.
Bingo. Yeah, exactly. You want to
And
hear
most
my
of them
other
at
one?
age 27.
You want to hear my other one? Yes. And see,
What's
that's
the
the
deal with
magic
that?
number. Well, that's the number. They all decided, bloody hell, when we reach 27, we want to fake our death so we can get out of this
They're all
bloody
British too,
business.
huh?
Yeah, and they're yes, and they're all British, by the way.
Okay.
No, they're not. Okay,
All right,
so
what's
so here's my second one. You ready?
Okay.
All right. There is a fast food joint that serves mostly chicken and is closed on Sundays. Hint, hint. There is
Yeah.
always a line of cars waiting in the drive-thru to purchase said chicken. The food is not great, but the lines are always long. So, what else is in that box of tasteless chicken? Okay. So, my theory is there is something other than chicken being spread in that box.
Uh-huh.
What are they selling?
Something addictive? Is that what you're getting
Oh,
at?
I don't know.
Uh-huh,
What could it
uh-huh.
possibly be?
We're not naming this chicken place, but I think we can guess which one.
We can guess.
Yeah.
Yes. And have you ever eaten
that
there?
one might be a good theory there. That one might be a good
Yeah,
theory.
I think it's a very good theory because we have one of those
a
places
little
not
bit
far from.
more believable
Yeah.
than your musicians one, but all right.
Oh, don't say that. Come on, you're gonna take the rain out of my parade here. No, because I have one of these places not far from me, and every time I drive by, no matter what time of the day, the line is around the block and going,
That is
and
true.
it's into the post office parking
It
lot.
doesn't make
And
sense.
and I'm thinking, what is in that box?
And they're
Because it
not
can't be the
giving it
chick.
away.
No, no,
It's
that's the
not like,
thing.
you know,
You're paying for this.
Wednesday free chicken day.
Well, what looks like and tastes like chicken? No, it's horrible. Anyway, did I have any more? Let's see.
Oh
Oh,
boy.
I do. I have
Uh-oh.
more.
All right, this
Seeing
is
how
going to be
we're
the
on the
last one.
topic, this will be the last one.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. My conspiracy theory is that the glue that is used to keep an envelope flap stuck to the body of an envelope is actually laced with a mild hallucinogen that makes the recipient want to write hordes of letters to family members and romantic crushes, thus enabling the post office service to continue making a profit. So every time you stick your tongue on that thing, you freak out and you go on this hallucinogenic thing where you go, oh, I got to write some letters. And then you pump out all these letters and you have to buy stamps, thus making the postal service, make a profit. Prove me wrong.
You're crazy. You're crazy. I'm sorry. I could tear that apart, but I'll let you believe it. I'll let you believe that one.
Yeah.
Sure. Did you really hallucinate?
Yeah. Wow. I dreamt I was flying and stuff. Yeah.
You hallucinate all the time.
Yeah, all the time.
I think you're hallucinating right now. You think we're doing this show, but we're really not.
I know. I'm upstairs in bed. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm having a nice sleep.
Good night.
Yeah. Good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, stupid criminals.
Hey, Bill, we're going to do a stupid criminals next. And the amazing
that's good
thing about
because I think there was an intro that said stupid criminals. So if we would have done something else, I think we would have really confused our listeners. So it's good that we did that.
You're being sarcastic now. Now, listen, we're going to do
left the window open.
I know.
Wait.
I should have closed that window on your fingers. Anyway,
no, I mean the fly is open.
Oh, that window. Oh, I'm sorry. All right, wait. Let me zip it up.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. And for once, our stupid criminal doesn't come from Florida. Go figure. This stupid criminal comes from Galveston, Texas.
Uh-huh.
And his name is Mark Metzger III, which means there were two more clowns in front of this guy. He's the third in a long line of clowns, and he's
how
an
do you
attorney.
know that 1 and 2 were clowns? I mean, really?
Just look. After I read this, you'll know. A wild
it's
guess.
Genetic, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So this guy, Mark Metzger, is also an attorney. So
okay,
he was smart enough to pass the bar, but dumb enough to be included in Stupid Criminals for the Pull Yourself to Pieces podcast. Now,
what happened?
He was cited by Galveston police for disorderly conduct. Guess for what?
Disorderly conduct.
Disorderly conduct.
He was being violent, belligerent.
Nope.
He was.
Keep going.
You didn't say drunk and disorderly, so I guess
he
wasn't drunk.
Nope. Keep going.
I don't know.
I'll give you a hint. I'll give you a hint.
He was calling people's names on the boardwalk.
Nope. He was close. He was walking on a beach.
Oh.
He was walking on a beach. So what else was he doing?
Kicking sand at people's faces.
Oh, wouldn't that be awesome? Just like in the comic books. I want to be like the muscle guy, so when the bully kicks sand in my face, I can kick his ass. No. This clown was spotted walking on a beach dressed like Michael Myers. You know, the character from the Halloween films? Yeah.
Oh, that Michael Myers. I thought he was dressed as...
No, not the Saturday Night Live comedian. No, not that Michael Myers. The other Michael Myers.
Okay.
From the Halloween films. Apparently, he had a mask on.
Oh.
He was carrying a bloody knife.
Oh.
When
I sure hope it was fake blood.
Hopefully. when the officers responded to a 911 call, about a man walking along the shore carrying what looked like a bloody knife.
Sure, and obviously this wasn't October 31st.
No,
No,
he was a bit early, a bit early.
He didn't
So
get the
after the
memo.
officers, no, obviously not. Again, this is Mark Metzger III. After the police officers put the man in handcuffs, they realized that the knife and blood were fake.
Oh,
So, but now you have to wonder, wait a minute, no harm, no foul. Should he be
sure.
released? Well, yeah. Okay.
But-
So, anyway, he was still ticketed for disorderly conduct and released. So now, my question is, if you are just dressed like a murderous killer, but you are carrying a fake knife and fake blood, what is the crime?
Good question. Right.
Aha. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So the plot thickens. So an area resident named Adam Garrison told the station, the Houston station KTRK, which was following the story. He told the station that the guy was doing a stupid stunt, was probably vying for attention in the midst of a storm threatening the Texas coast. Um, yeah.
Really?
Apparently, Mark Metzger himself called the station and told the station he was trying to find, and I quote, a little bit of positivity in the gloomy doom. So, how do you get positivity out of a guy dressed like Michael Myers, a murderous character from Halloween?
You know what? He should have done the other
Yes.
Michael Myers, and he should have
Yes.
dressed up as Shrek or Austin
Yeah, or
Powers, and he may have
Austin Powers. There you go. Exactly.
What the hell was he thinking?
Hence the term "stupid criminals."
Yeah.
And he said a few people asked him for photos. Oh, isn't that special? And then the Beach Patrol even played the Halloween movie theme song when they saw him. Now, seriously, the Beach Patrol played the Halloween movie theme song when they saw him?
Really?
I think not. But
What, they
this
got like
is
a boombox that carry around and they're playing.
I have no
What the-
idea.
what they-
This is from the mouth of Mark Metzger III, who's also an
Oh,
attorney.
he said that the Beach Patrol
He
did that.
said yes, and I don't. He's a liar. I don't believe him.
Boy, I wish we
Anyway,
could get the Beach Patrol on here on our show.
yeah, I'd like to interview this guy on our show. Anyway, he also says, and I quote, this is him quoting, I guess there's some people out there that don't have a sense of humor or, can't please them all. Can't please them all?
Wow.
What does that have to do with anything? Can't please them all. Mark Metzger also compared his arrest to something straight out of a Scooby-Doo cartoon. He goes, I felt like a scene out of Scooby-Doo after they handcuffed me and pulled the mask off, like I would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for those meddling Karens, he told. So here he is now pulling in meddling Karens. Okay.
Wow.
Meddling Karens. Yeah. And that ends the that that ends the story. So
Wow. I wonder what he's going to go dressed up as for Halloween.
oh.
He should dress
Freddy-
up with that
Freddy
convict
Krueger?
outfit.
Freddy Krueger? Yeah.
The convict outfit.
Dressed up in a well, he won't have to rent it. He actually owns it by this
right,
point.
and this way, he'll do something
Yeah.
stupid, and they can
Do you think-
immediately arrest him.
Do you think it'll be the orange jumpsuit or the old-fashioned one where it's black and white stripes? What do you think it'll be?
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah,
Yeah.
The orange.
And if he's
jumpsuit.
heavy, stripes
Orange
don't
is the
look
new
good on
black,
fat people.
So
Right? Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
the orange jumpsuit. I'm liking that one. Yeah. Okay.
Wrong.
So Ray, you know what segment we're going to do right now?
does it have anything to do with my ex-wives?
Well, It is called Wrong All Along. So
Oh, there you go. See?
that's
How did I
not
know?
exactly right. That could be for another segment. No,
No,
Wrong All
no.
Along is we talk about misconceptions and enlighten everyone with the real facts
True.
behind
Oh,
certain things.
facts.
Like, for
Facts. Yeah.
example, there
Facts is
is
something we
a
never really talk about. But
no,
facts
not
is
on this
something
show.
we never really talk
Maybe
about.
we
But
should
okay,
once in a while, right? All right.
yes.
Well,
Okay,
we'll
this
start
should be
now.
interesting. All
Something
right.
new. Okay.
Okay.
So there is a misconception that you can get nightmares if you eat cheese before you go to bed. Have you heard this one?
I think so. I think I've heard something like that.
Has
Oh,
this
you know
ever
what?
happened to you?
You know what? I'll tell you what. But in the film, A Christmas Carol, Ebenezer Scrooge looks at the apparition in front of him, and he says, "You could be a piece of undigested cheese." So maybe that's where
Really?
that comes from. Yeah,
Really
yeah.
interesting.
That's a line from that movie. Yeah. So no, and I like cheese, but no, I haven't had any nightmares lately. So,
I feel bad
but
for
that
mice because I think all they eat is cheese, and they must have nightmares all day and night. I mean, it's got to be. They probably never know when they're awake or asleep. Wait,
oh my
have you
goodness.
actually sat and just eat cheese? I can't just sit and just eat
Oh,
cheese because it
cheese.
says,
Oh no, no cheese, crackers, and a little bit of pepperoni. Yeah.
"Oh, okay, all right." So you're
Yeah.
making a whole meal out of it, or a little.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, to just eat cheese. I mean, who just eats cheese
I'm
besides a
sure there
mouse?
are. I'm sure there are people who just eat cheese, but you might want a little slice of French bread with that cheese, and maybe a little glass of wine. But
Well, yeah, sure, especially at night.
yeah,
So cheese
or in the
seems like a
morning. Or
nighttime thing, I guess. Anyway, but I mean, I wake
so,
up
is
and
it
I'm.
true? So, true or
Well, it
false?
turns out that cheese actually will give you more emotionally charged dreams, but not nightmares.
No kidding.
Yeah,
Wow,
yeah.
that's interesting.
So you want to get emotionally charged up?
Eat some cheese,
Eat some cheese.
and
I don't
then
know how well you're going to
you,
sleep.
and
But
then
you're not going to
if
have nightmares.
you want to sleep alone, cut some cheese. Okay. What's the next one?
Okay. The 4 seasons that we have.
Oh, you mean Frankie Valley? Not the group? I'm sorry.
The four
Okay.
seasons that we have, where
yeah.
we go from winter to
Yeah.
spring to summer
Spring,
to fall.
summer
These
to
are
fall.
caused by the Earth getting closer or further away from the sun.
Yes.
Right? That's what we all believe, right? Doesn't that seem to make sense?
Yes.
Right. We that's what we think it means. That's what we think what causes those. We've all believed that.
Boy, you're going to tell me differently now?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Oh boy. All right. I'm all ears. Go
As
ahead.
the Earth goes around the sun, doing its orbit, its
Yeah.
tilt, right?
Yes. Yes, the tilt.
Always is in the same direction. So what happens is the different times of the year, different parts of the Earth gets the sun's rays. We're
Yes.
not closer or further away from the sun.
Yeah, of course. Right.
Right.
Yeah. Well, you can tell by the different look. When spring comes, you look up in the sky and you see the sun set, and it sets at a certain place. And then as the summer progresses, you see that sun move and then move and move and move all the way to the fall. And it looks like it's moved almost 40 degrees. So, yeah, I get that. That it's the Earth in the
Tilting.
different position to the
Right.
sun causes the seasons.
There you
So, yeah,
go.
but we all do that. So, what's the catch here?
Well, that the seasons are caused by the Earth being closer to the sun.
But that's the truth.
The Earth's not really getting closer.
Oh, it's the tilt.
It's not like we're
I see.
moving. We're
No,
tilting.
right. I see. So it's a tilt. We're
tilt.
still in the orbit, but it's the tilt.
Right.
Are you sure? You sure this isn't idiot science?
Could be.
Okay. What's the next one?
All right. Your blood is not really red. Your blood is blue.
How'd you know? How did you know? Who told
You're
you?
blue-blooded.
God damn it. Yeah. Well,
Before,
I believe
before it comes out.
no. Well, I had heard that's true too, and then and then once it hits the air, it's red, but that
No.
doesn't make any
Nope.
sense.
Human blood is always red. It has to do with the levels of redness in how
Oh,
it can
there
appear differently.
there are
And apparently
levels of
also
redness.
deeper and larger veins and arteries can look like a different color. That than different
So, do
types
the
of
lighter
mark.
redded blood people get better jobs than the darker
Wait a minute.
redded
All right, let's move
blooded
to the next
people?
one.
Okay, go ahead. I'm listening.
Okay, a little trivia here. True, yes or
Uh,
no?
okay.
Sushi means raw fish. That's what I
I
always
went to
thought.
school. I went to school with sushi. Yeah,
Sushi.
yeah. Uh, Sushi means raw fish. I'm gonna say no.
Why? Because this is a misconception. But if this
Yeah,
wasn't a misconception,
misconception.
if I
So
said true
sushi.
or false, sushi means raw
Yeah.
fish, you'd probably say true.
No, I would have said false because I would have figured it was a trick question because I'm smart like that, you know. So what
Sushi,
does sushi
sushi
actually mean?
actually is sour tasting.
Really?
Yeah.
But I've had sushi, and none of the sushi I've eaten is sour tasting. Maybe it's sushi gone bad. Uh, is
That was a
sour
movie, wasn't
tasting.
it? Sushi Gone Bad.
Sushi gone bad.
That's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
top-rated
exactly.
Asian film, I think.
Yeah, yeah. Wasn't that Bruce Lee's like second to last film? Sushi gone bad.
It might have been the last film,
No, I hope not. Yeah, okay.
unreleased last film. Oh
Again,
God.
so that's what sushi means. All right. Well,
Right.
this is very interesting.
Okay.
I'm gonna write this down in my diary. Dear
And
diary.
my
Go ahead.
last one
Yes.
is peanuts are a type of nut. I absolutely always thought that.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm gonna ruin it
Where,
for you,
where,
aren't I?
where do you find these?
I'm
Does some guy
telling
come up?
you.
Does some guy come up to you in the street and go, "Psst, come here"? I'm gonna
Haven't
tell you
you,
something.
for all your years, always thought that peanuts are a type of nut? Absolutely, right?
Yeah. It's not.
No.
What
I'm
is it a type
sorry.
of? A legume? Is it like a bean?
Yes.
Oh,
exactly.
do I win a prize? Do I win a
Why
prize?
we call it a peanut, I don't get
Yeah.
it. But then
Okay.
again, we call pineapple, but there's no pine in it.
Yeah,
Or
and it's not an
apple.
apple. Yeah.
No,
So a peanut isn't really a nut. So is a cashew a nut?
I don't know. But I'm only
Oh.
telling you about peanuts.
Okay.
They
All right. I
belong to
thought
the
you were.
bean and peas family.
Oh, that reminds me. I've drank a lot of water today. I'll be right back.
Good luck.
This is breaking news.
So, Ray, you have any riveting stories for us?
Oh, I don't know about riveting, but yeah, I definitely have some stories.
These are
That,
news stories, right?
News, yes, of course, news
Oh,
stories,
okay.
and they're all true.
Okay.
He said. Okay, so this just in. France is in an uproar over a new Greenpeace undertaking to save the snails. Said one Frenchman, "I had no problem with saving the whales, but Chocolat Bleu, do not take away my snails."
The snails.
Yeah, well, they're really big in France. Escargot. So, and so that's why they want to save the snails. See?
I
Yeah.
get it. Yeah.
Yeah. So instead of eating them, they want to. Well, I mean, if you want to save the snails, you basically have to stop eating them. So, but
Well,
no,
maybe eating them is saving them. They could have
I
a
don't. No, I can't see how that would happen.
well, maybe it could be worse for them out in the wild and just give them a quick, end.
Oh, you mean stick them in the boiling pot of water, and that's one way to. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, they
All right.
probably, go instantly. They don't really feel it, I hope.
Oh, I don't think so. I'm
Good
sure
thing
it
they don't
hurts
eat
a
the
little bit.
whales.
Yeah. Well, yeah, apparently they don't need saving anymore. So, in other news, Iron Mike Tyson is once again entering the boxing ring, and this time he has multiple opponents. An exhibition is
What?
planned where,
Wait,
yeah, an exhibition is planned where he fights 10 octogenarians at once. The fight is scheduled for 10 rounds, with the winner deemed the last person standing with a clean diaper.
oh, come
So,
on.
Yeah, no, you've got a bunch of old guys this time in the ring with him at the same time because this way it'll be a fair fight. I
Why
mean,
is he still fighting? He's got to prove something, huh? The guy's in his
uh
50s.
yeah, yeah, sure, yeah,
Oh my
at
God.
least, yeah. So
I think
this
he's
should be
I
interesting.
think he's got
Yeah.
ink poisoning.
Uh, don't say that to his face. No pun intended. Okay. Also in the news, Vanilla Ice, Ice Tea, and Ice Cube have formed a record label called Vanilla Ice Tea Cubes. A previous name, a previous idea for the name Black Ice and Cracker has been scrubbed.
Oh, you're
S-
kidding me.
Yeah, and they're going to be signing a whole bunch of new rappers. So this is like when SMG formed, and that Steven Spielberg thing with making the film. So this should be these guys
Oh,
are going to be a force to
DreamWorks.
reckon with.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, a force to reckon with. So
Yeah.
true enough.
Can't
Yeah,
wait.
yeah. I like the name. Vanilla
Yeah.
Ice Tea Cubes. Yeah, that should be interesting. Yeah. Oh, a recent video sent back from the Mars rover has discovered what looks to be ancient writing.
Really?
Yeah.
What does it say?
Kilroy was found on a short rock wall with what looks like the top of a head and two hands next to it. So maybe the ancient Martians, knew how to write. I mean,
I guess.
how do you explain that?
You got me.
Hmm.
Kilroy
Well,
was here.
that's
Hmm.
an artifact, huh? Yeah.
Hmm.
In other news,
Fact.
because yeah,
Keyword.
yeah. Don't ruin it for me, okay? It took me a long time to get these. All right. Because there are 12 astrological signs, but 4 extra weeks in a calendar year unaccounted for, astrologists have combined these weeks and given them the name, get the fuck out of here, with the image of that talking fish guy from The Empire Strikes Back as its mascot. So you have Capricorn, you have Sagittarius, you have Pisces,
Right.
and then you have that fish guy that talks as the mascot
Where
for
does that one
those.
fit in? Does it just like this? It's just wherever you want to put it.
Well,
It's in
yeah,
between
right,
Aries
yeah,
and
yeah,
Gemini or whatever.
right. It's
It just
that's why it's called "Get the fuck out of here," because it really has no place. But those 4 weeks need to be accounted for. Think about it. Everything's a month. Everything's a month, a month, a month. But what happens to those extra 4 weeks?
who thought of the guy from Star Wars to be the?
I did. Okay, here
Oh,
we go. And I think this is last but not least. Oh no, last but not least.
okay.
And this is topical. This is you'll like this.
Hmm.
Actor and amateur astronaut William Shatner had to be restrained by his crewmates when he suddenly grabbed the controls of Spaceship Blue Origin. After yelling to Sulu to fire all phases and telling Uhura to open all channels, he was finally able to calm down and tell Chekhov to take it to warp factor 1. I mean, look, the guy's 90, okay? And stick him in a spaceship and, think this is going to happen.
It's
Of
true.
course it's going to happen. What'd they think? It was just going to, just
Yeah.
sit there and not
Well,
take control?
I mean, was anybody actually the captain on that, or they all just each equal seniority?
I would think that it's a group effort at that point. So everybody, now, there has to be a captain, I'm guessing.
Really?
But yeah, I'm sure there has to be a captain. I mean, think about
Is
it.
that always the case? I mean, even on something like that, I mean,
I would think so. I would think, especially on that, there's definitely a guy who gives the orders and people that take orders.
so
And
captain is always the leader.
Yeah, and Bill Shatner is not going to be one to take orders, so he grabbed controls and
Yeah. 90 or not,
Yeah.
he's a former captain
yeah,
for
exactly.
for centuries. to come.
Centuries. Yeah,
Wait.
yeah,
Whatever.
no, centuries to yeah, that's true. Centuries to come.
Right.
And that's the news. So I hope
Thanks
you.
for all that.
I hope you were enlightened.
I'm highly enlightened.
Yeah, but never mind.
So Ray, you know what's coming up next?
You gonna pull a rabbit out of your ass? Because I'd really like to see that.
No, not this week.
Okay, maybe next week.
I'll have to think about it.
Okay.
No, that's never going to happen. This is
Rats.
What the Film.
Oh,
Not
I
what the
remember.
f-
No, okay.
yeah,
Sorry.
what the film. It's a different F.
Okay.
Right, where I will give Ray three.
So
I'm all screwed
you
up
want to
here.
start over?
Yeah.
You're thinking
Our,
about that rabbit. You're thinking about that rabbit now, aren't
yeah,
you?
I guess so. It's bigger than a ferret. All right,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
what the film, our movie quiz show, where one of us gives the other three movie plots, and the other one has to
Guess.
guess
What
what,
it-
they are.
Okay.
I'm going to be giving Ray
Look,
three.
read the damn cue cards, okay? I don't write them for free. You know, it takes all my time here. Just read the cue cards.
Okay. Let's just get right to it. All right, movie
Okay.
plot number one.
Yeah, I'm all ears.
Oh, I almost was going to tell you the name of the movie.
Go ahead. I bet I get it wrong.
Wow. Okay, here we go. Movie plot
Yeah.
number one.
Uh-huh.
Illegal immigrant is pursued by the government. He befriends a boy who helps him form a plan to get back home. Name the movie.
Oh, E.T.
Damn it. I should have just lied and so no, that's not it.
And I, like an idiot, I keep guessing. So
Keep guessing.
I just keep going. Like you
Good to
can go
know.
no, and another one you go nope, sorry.
All right, you're going to get
Okay.
this one too. I'm not that good at this. All right, here we
Oh
go.
wait, is this a Steven Spielberg theme? Is
No,
that where you
movie
went?
plot number two.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
A guy looks for escaped slaves, unfortunately with disastrous results for the slaves.
Oh, Django Unchained.
No.
Oh, okay. Wait, that's the whole clue there?
That's all I'm giving you, yeah.
Wait, could you read that again?
I'll give you clues if you want. Okay, I'll give you
No,
a clue.
read the synopsis again. No, give me the synopsis again.
Guy looks for escaped slaves, unfortunately with disastrous results for the slaves.
All right, let me think about this here. I need. Oh, good. The background music. I like that. Okay. So let me see. Escaped slave. A guy looks for escaped slave.
Yeah, I know it's not much of a plot, is it?
Disastrous. For this. Okay, I need a clue. Just
Okay,
something.
4-year-olds.
You sure this movie was in theaters and not in like a back room of some seedy?
Oh,
All right, never mind. Sorry. All right.
yeah, this is a known, very, very, very famous movie.
4-year-old escaped slaves. I need another clue.
Okay. Los Angeles.
Wow, I got nothing. Give me one last clue. I think you're going to win this one.
Okay, film noir. How about retired cop? Okay, how about set in the future?
Oh, Christ. Okay, yeah, a Blade Runner.
Yes, Blade Runner. Woo! All right. I really
Escaped
disguised
slaves.
that film plot.
Yeah,
Sorry
that
about
you
that.
did.
That
You
was really
no, you
disguised.
did good. You did. The slaves threw me off because I was thinking.
Yeah,
of-
well, and you know,
wrong. What?
and they're supposed to only be a 4-year-olds because they're supposed to die after 4 years. So
Oh, that was mean. Yeah, I'm
Like,
thinking
you
a little
haven't done that
kid.
to me.
I'm thinking of little kids. Okay, fine. You want to play that?
All
way?
right.
You'll see. Wait till next
movie
time.
plot number 3. Here we go. All right, you're gonna get this one. Young man sleeps with married woman, but then ends up falling for her daughter, who is set to marry someone else. Name the movie.
Oh, yeah. The Graduate.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay. Well, 2 out of 3.
Okay.
Not bad.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, I didn't think they were that difficult, although I tried to hide the middle one. But
Yeah, you did a good
yeah,
job at
my
telling.
clues for The Graduate were going to be plastics, because apparently they talk about plastics.
Yes, right in the very beginning.
Hit soundtrack, that was going to be another one, because that
That's
soundtrack
true.
is still
Yeah.
massive, still great till these
Yeah.
days. Simon
Yeah,
and
a lot of
Garfunkel.
Simon and Garfunkel. Yeah.
Yeah, and obviously, I was going to say college, coming of age.
Yeah.
And there we go. All right.
Okay.
Another week of What the
Yeah.
Film. I look forward to the next time when you stump the crap out of me.
All righty. And
All
hopefully you all playing at home did well too.
Yep.
Thank you. Please wait for assistance.
Oh, and I don't know why. I just hate her. Well, and anyway.
Hey, Bill,
Yeah.
did I ever tell you that time I was in Starbucks? And
Wait. That time you don't you go to Star? You've only been there once in all
yeah,
your whole life?
just once, only once. Yeah, just one time.
It was a bad experience, I guess.
Well, it wasn't the greatest. Well, although something funny did happen, so I'm going to just recount
Well,
the
you
story
think
because
then you would have gone
this-
more often.
this has to do with the segment that we're going to do right now. So I'm sitting in Starbucks, and there was these two young girls sitting behind me talking to this guy in the booth behind me, and I really didn't want to pay attention, but I was sitting right next to them, right behind them, and I noticed how many times the girls would say like or and
Yeah.
so and and these are three words that have permeated our English language, and they
Sure.
are filler and fodder, and they give us time to think about what we want to say next. And
Well,
most
unless you're
times,
actually going to use those words in a conversation.
unless you
where
right,
you're actually
unless you're
saying,
actually
this
going
was
to
just
use
like, then you,
right.
or
Hey, or did you know that
right.
so and so did this to their husband
I don't
while
know
he
about
was
the
sleeping?
that
Yeah.
is
Uh,
just definitely
um,
a filler.
is again, it's a delaying tactic to give you time to think about what you want to say next.
Right.
So here
While the
at Pull
brain
Yourself to Pieces,
synapses are connecting.
yeah, exactly.
Right.
So we're going to do a little experiment. This segment is called likes, and you knows. So Billy and I are going to have a conversation, and we're going to talk about who we think should the next actor to play James Bond should be. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to have a conversation, and during the conversation, we're going to keep score of how many times each of us says either like, or you knows. And you people listening at home, you can keep score too. And whoever says the most of these things loses. So,
Right.
so
I'm gonna
if I
work real
say
hard
less
to
than you,
make this not happen.
I win.
Okay. And
All right.
pauses don't count, right?
Pauses don't count. No,
Thank-
you either
thank
have to
God.
say
Right.
like, or you
Or,
know.
you know.
All right, on three, here we go. 1, 2, 3. So you have a list of people that you feel
I do.
could be the next James Bond.
I do.
Well, hit me. What do you got?
and
there?
I will say that
Oh, there's one.
that was quick.
One for Bill.
Wow. I will say that there has been a lot in the news about who's going to replace James Bond. And obviously, the powers in control of the whole James Bond franchise have said that it's not going to be a woman.
Well,
Just so
well,
you know.
that makes sense.
Yeah, I guess with the name James, I guess they. Hello, you could
Jane
have a woman.
Bond.
Well, yeah.
Oh, there's
There we
another
go
one.
again. But they didn't say that they had to be. I'm pretty sure they didn't say that the person had to be British. But going with traditional, and I'm more of a traditionalist when it comes to Bond. I've been a fan for my whole life, even before I was
Well,
born.
as long as I know you, you've
Before I
been
was
a
born,
Bond guy.
I think Bond came
Sure.
out. So even before, in the womb, I was a fan.
Okay.
But
Oh, there's another one. So far, we're 3-0, Billy. You got
Anyway,
3 on me. Yeah.
where was I?
You were talking about.
Yeah, so I'm more of a traditionalist when it comes to Bond, and I think the choice should definitely be a British actor. Now, I've got a list here that ranges in ages from 34 to 50.
Okay.
50 is a little old. I think those guys kind of fall off. I don't think you're going to want to bring in a Bond at 50. Although, believe it or not, I don't remember his exact age, but Roger Moore was pretty close, if not at that age or near that age when he got put on. He just looked,
Young for his age,
amazingly young and always did.
Sure.
But he actually was older than any other Bond going in.
Okay.
And still managed to pull in over 10 years, whatever it was. Anyway.
Yeah, really.
So my order here.
There's another one. Go ahead. I'm
We'll
keeping
do
score.
We'll go in age order.
Okay.
We'll go oldest. Okay. Oldest age. Ewan McGregor.
He's the oldest?
He's the oldest on my list. 50.
Really?
He's 50
He's
years old
So he's the oldest.
on my list.
50.
Yeah.
Ewan
what do you
McGregor.
think?
Too small.
Really?
Too small a man. Yeah, I need
I don't
somebody.
know his height, but he might even be like almost 6 foot. I guess he just appears to be not the right height. In other words,
I don't think he's 6 feet. No, I'd be surprised if he was 5'10" at best.
2 inches ain't much. Although, well,
Depends on what you're talking about.
exactly. Right.
Okay, and you like him because he can do the great. Well, isn't he Scottish anyway? So he's Scottish, right? Ewan McGregor. I believe he's Scottish.
There I go again.
Okay.
I-
Ewan McGregor. I'm a thumbs down.
Okay.
If you want my opinion, thumbs down.
All
All right.
right.
Who's next?
Jude Law.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay. I can see that.
same here. He's 49, so he's
Okay.
up there. He looks good for his age. Did
Tall,
you see Captain
wiry.
Marvel? He was in Captain Marvel. Besides, he was in Sherlock, right? He played Dr. Watson.
Yes,
He was,
yes,
more
an
recent
excellent
things.
job.
I think he's got the acting ability. I think he could definitely have the serious ability. I think he could definitely do some of the sarcasm. He's got
Right.
he's suave. He's got
Yes.
your height. He's got your
Yes.
build.
Okay.
There it is again.
Well,
Damn
I
it.
haven't heard any likes or your nose yet, so you're doing real good.
Yeah, well. The
So-
other one, the third one, seems to be my crutch.
Yes.
Okay, so he's a possibility. All right, so let's moving along. Another
Okay.
49-year-old, Idris Elba. Fan?
Big fan.
Same
Yes.
here.
I think he could easily pull that off.
Absolutely.
He's tall. He's a large man.
Yeah.
He's extremely handsome.
Yes.
Suave.
Got a great smile,
He's-
suave.
he's
Yep.
got that great English accent.
Yes. Yes.
But
would love to see him.
he's gonna make a lot of people of color happy
Well,
because finally a
Yes.
black man
yeah,
in
agree.
a role that's
Absolutely.
been traditionally played for the
Yes.
last 70 years. That would be a boon for them. Sure,
Absolutely.
I'm all for it.
Love to see him be it. Love to see him.
Absolutely.
I would love to
Absolutely.
see him.
All right,
All
who
right.
else do you have?
Age. Going down with the ages. My next one, 42-year-old James McAvoy.
Nah, too small.
Really?
Yeah, too short, too skinny, too small in stature.
See, I'm not really
he's
sure.
although he's probably close to the same size as.
Daniel Craig.
Yeah, I think McAvoy is probably about the same size as Daniel Craig, and
Okay.
at first I wasn't really sure about Daniel Craig as Bond in the beginning in the first movie, but he proved himself a worthy adversary. So
Has
he gained
he
my
become
respect.
your favorite Bond?
I would say yes.
Oh,
He has become my favorite Bond because
Okay.
he broke the mold. He's
Interesting.
not that traditional Bond. And
Yeah, exactly
I,
right.
I was a big, believe it or not, it was only 2 films, but I was a big fan of Timothy Dalton. I thought
Really?
I thought he did a great job. He was a good Bond for me. He had the look. He
Uh,
was tall.
I
He
guess.
was suave, debonair. I think he needed to have a little bit more of a chance at
Sure.
the role before they kicked him to the curb.
Sure.
That's
Okay.
just my opinion.
Okay.
Okay, but
Okay.
Daniel Craig, McAvoy, I think I don't think he has the physical presence to be a Bond.
All right, it's a good argument. Okay. All right. Going down in ages, 40-year-old Tom Hiddleston. Loki.
I'd like to see Tom Hiddleston play it with the long curly hair like he does as Loki, because I think that would be
Interesting.
kind of interesting. It'd be like a more hip Bond, a
Right.
more progressive Bond,
Right.
a hippie type
Yeah, actually,
Bond.
that's interesting. I never saw it that way. I saw him cutting his hair, but yeah, having almost
I
a
think
half
that's
Loki
I
look
I
would
th-
be interesting.
I
Wow.
think that's one of the things that is so endearing about Loki.
Yeah.
Why you
Yep.
tend to like him,
Yep.
even though he's a bastard, is he's got this great hair, and you
It's
can
true.
forgive
That is
a
so
lot
true.
of what he does because
Yeah,
he's got this great hair, and it
that's
just fits his
funny.
face. So
Right.
yeah, if you're gonna do Tom Hiddleston, I want to see him with the long curly hair.
Okay. All
Okay.
right. All right. Here we go. This guy has wanted to be Bond for a long time. He was in the running at the time when Daniel Craig, but he was a lot younger. And he apparently is in the running again these days. And it is Henry Cavill, 38 years old now. I think he's a great choice. I mean, we've seen him be Superman. We've seen it. Did you see him be Sherlock? I don't know if you saw that
I did not.
Enola Holmes thing that they had
Oh, I
on.
did.
Yeah.
I couldn't get through. I couldn't get through that movie. It was too slow
Oh,
for me.
all right. It's not for everybody. I get it, but
Correct.
he did a great Sherlock in there. And
Yes, he did.
oh, there we go. As an what do you think?
But so far, no
Superman
likes.
becomes
Or
James Bond?
I, I, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
He has the physical presence. He's a good-looking man. He can
Yes.
definitely be suave. I
Yeah.
think he can also be sinister. He was the bad guy in a recent film.
Oh yeah,
That's right.
Mission Impossible.
Mission Impossible. He was
Yeah.
the bad guy.
Right.
So yeah,
Yep.
he can be menacing. And
Yeah.
sometimes if you're going to be Bond, you've got to be menacing.
Okay. Yeah.
Who else you got?
Maybe we'll just give one more, which is going
Okay.
long here. All right. 35-year-old Robert Pattinson. You know who that is, right?
Oh no. Oh no.
Really? Wow,
Not
you
even
were quick to
close, no.
say no.
Oh no.
You know he's going to be Batman.
Yeah, and I don't see him doing that either.
Interesting.
He should just stay a freaking vampire.
Did you-
That's what he's
Did-
best at. He's
Yeah.
just
Did you see him in
no, he-
Tenet?
no,
Oh,
no.
okay.
no. That guy does nothing for me. No.
He
Sorry.
has this vampire look even without any makeup.
Yeah, thank you. Exactly.
It would be kind of like the Night Prowler Bond, the
Yeah.
Bond of the undead.
All right.
So who was our top
Well,
choice there?
I think Henry Cavill came in as a top choice. Also, Idris Elba came in as a top choice, and Tom Hiddleston came in
Agree.
as
Here
three
we go.
good
There's our
choices
three.
there.
It would be really
I-
interesting if one of those three gets picked, and we can be like, "Hey,
Yeah. Hey, remember that show where you were talking about him? Well, for what it's worth, Bill, you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You had about 8
Oh,
no
boy.
likes, and no you knows.
And I
So
didn't notice if you had any. I don't think you
I
did
had
any.
none.
So it looks like I did
I didn't
really
have any.
bad. So
yeah, but we getting
till the
better.
next time we do a likes and
Yes. See ya.
yeah, like we
You
should
know.
go. You know.
This presentation sponsored by
Do people talk about you behind your back? Does a room suddenly go silent when you enter? Are you paranoid and would like proof of your suspicions? I Spy Labs has a product for you. Introducing Fly on the Wall. What looks like a common housefly is actually a tiny microphone and transmitter. Simply stick Fly on the Wall to any surface by using its patented self-stick formula and start listening. Bluetooth technology allows you to be anywhere in earshot of the fly to listen in on any conversation. Don't trust the wife or hubby? Stick Fly on the Wall on the bedpost and find out if divorce proceedings are in your immediate future. Find us in the Sharper Image catalog. So, hey, listen, thanks for joining us this week on Pull Yourself to Pieces.
Please check out our website, pullyourselftopieces.podbean.com, and subscribe to the show in Google and Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Audible, TuneIn Radio, or via RSS, so you'll never miss an episode.
And if you enjoy our show, don't forget to give us a high rating.
And remember to tell your friends about the show.
Yeah, right, what he said. And listen, be sure to tune in for our next podcast.
So, Ray, what do we have in store for next week's show?
Oh boy, have we got an exciting show coming up.
Ooh.
All 6 Brady Bunch kids will be here in our studios to tell us what it was like to grow up on screen.
No way.
Yeah, and straight from Detroit, Michigan, Jimmy Junkman Pritchett will be here to show us sculptures he makes from used car parts. You won't want to miss that.
No, good luck describing those sculptures. Okay. Oh, most importantly, check out our ebook, The Idiot's Guide to How to Launch a Podcast, with our interactive segment where you can question Ray.
That's right, you're a resident idiot. Hey.
It's time to get back to our main topic, the mating habits of flying insects. Ray, what's your opinion on the male wasp's very large...
Thanks for listening to our show, and thank you to freesounds.org and Gottlieb, Audio Mirage, Plasterbrain, Cognito Perceptu, FK Prod, Mirage Hazer, Shadow Wisp, D-Boss, Viku Seru, Intra-Environmental Sound Project, Julian Nicholas, Carmelo Mike, G-Kill Hour, 140178 Sound, CMU Sound Design, Alan M.G., Der Super Anton, Eric H2000, Bulbastray, FK Phantom, Ultra Dust, Ada Records, Stuart Colborn, Debroid, Cubidup, GJ, Syntax Seed, Inspector J, Astounded, Madge 061785, Just Invoke, Short Record, Lorenzo Sue, and I'm Mackenzie. CreativeCommons.org/licenses/by/3.0/legal code.